Hey guys, it's Ross going on the Space Coach. So the title reveal for episode 9 is imminent, and obviously J.J. Abrams is directing. I thought we'd take a look at the art of the Force Awakens, some of the unused concept from that could possibly appear in episode 9, whatever it's going to be called. So, I've taken off the dust jacket just to make it easier. This is the art of the Force Awakens. Now, there was an image very early on that is one of my absolute favourites in this book that I did show to you way back when. Now, where is it? And it was of those lightsaber crystals. Now, it's a bit longer than I thought. Yes, here. Absolutely loved this design. Just the simple crystal there. Maybe that's actually been used for the crystal saber in the Lego Freemaker Adventures, who knows. Standard lightsaber. And then, of course, we have this one here, which is much more naturalistic. And it's just really bits of wood, and the trigger is the only little bit of the tech there. So it'd be great to see something like this turning up. Maybe someone could get hold of a lightsaber crystal that they should have already been wielding by now. Now, I see this, and for some reason, I just think the Kerry Russell character in episode 9, whatever she's been cast as, I could see her doing something like this. That was one of the Jedi killer concepts, obviously, which became Kylo Ren. What else do we have that's quite interesting? Yes, the flying droids, like the flying astromech domes, basically. I thought that's an interesting concept that we haven't actually seen come to the screen yet. Although we have seen some of the flying droids, like Iden Versio's droid in Battlefront 2, for instance. No, this is a great one. Luke Skywalker, obviously, has died. He's going to be a Force ghost if he's going to be anything. But there could be flashbacks. But if there's a like Force Ghost or Vision type thing. This was an image they had of him in The Force Awakens where he's covered in sand, or he gets revealed from the sand. Yes, you see here he's being piled in sand. That could be something that we could see in some sort of vision sequence or dream that Rey or whoever would be having. And then the face is revealed and then he appears as a Force Ghost. Something like that anyway. One of the things I do remember they were talking about was possibly the wreckage of the second Death Star on Endor, that they could have gone under the water to the Emperor's throne room, for instance, to try and find it, but I haven't come to those images yet. Now, this is an interesting one. Crash Star Destroyer. This would have been on Starkiller Base, but it's difficult to make out. Oh, sorry. There is a line of blue lightsaber wielders and red lightsaber wielders rushing towards each other. That would be quite an interesting concept. A big battle at the end. Excuse me. Now, let's see what else did I think was interesting. Some of the ship concepts we might see. Now, this was an early design for Kylo Ren, which is very Darth Vader-like. We could possibly see that get recycled for one of the Knights of Ren. Yes, here are the images of the drowned Death Star chamber. So you see the Emperor's chair there, obviously this would be the Rey character, and this is them, the tower has fallen on the city sprawl, and it's all underwater, and the Falcon is going towards it. We could see the Falcon underwater. That is something we might see. And also here, basically it would be Rey, I suppose, but it could be anyone. In an X-Wing cockpit, visor open, lightsaber held high, scarring the ship until it is just cannot take any more damage. That would have to be an awful lot given the length of a lightsaber blade in comparison to a Star Destroyer, especially the ones that are in the new trilogy. Now, I did like this ship design. That's something we might see. It's what you'd call an ugly, I suppose, which was from canon, but we also saw in the Poe Dameron comic. You know, it's a mashup of different ships. So it's like an X-Wing, a Y-Wing, and a B-Wing, I think, is the combinations there. That was going to be Rey's ship. We might see that. Let me just scroll through some more. Currently going through the cantina scene. More ship concepts. JJ wanted to see a red Star Destroyer, and as you can see there, it is a Star Destroyer that's married with a droid Federation technology, the circle in the middle. And we might see a red Star Destroyer because he wanted to see it. And obviously that's part of the colours of the First Order. We might see something like that in the third one. Now, other concepts. Right, there's nothing new in these parts. Just showing some of the earlier designs for Jakku and stuff, and now Starkiller Base. We might see iterations of BB-8 like the original that you see here, particularly wheeled ones. I think this is the version that turns up at the end of the Aftermath novels. So we might see different BB-8 versions. Obviously, this is the closest to the final one. But yes, that'd be interesting. Always good to see different astromech domes. We have yet to see a two-man X-Wing. So we might see that. Yeah, a lot of this was used. But you know Star Wars and its unused concepts, they will turn up eventually somewhere in some version of the canon. Let's see, this is just more about Jakku and then Car. But there was, I'm sure, another couple of images that did stand out. It's the Jedi Steps now. This landing craft type vehicle, this could be like a world devastator. It has that kind of shape, though I don't think it has the scale. It doesn't look like it's 100 kilometers long, but we could see something like that. Let's see, what else? I don't think there was much. Ah, yes. There was talk of like a hammerhead type of giant cruiser that the Rebellion would have as a resistance. Obviously, they have the Raddus, but I was thinking more of this. This is something we could see to try and get that glare off. That massive ship that could just plough through anything. Anything else? We're coming to the end of this now. This is most concepts that were in the film. I'm sure there was one more image. There's not much more of this to go. I think that was just about everything that I wanted to show you from this. Just go through the last pages just to make sure. I think that is indeed it. But yes, those were some of the concepts that didn't make it into The Force Awakens or The Last Jedi for that matter. We'll have to do a version of this for The Last Jedi. But we could possibly expect to see them in episode 9, because JJ might want to get some of those concepts from before in there. A lot of the work has already been done, as it were. Same goes for the locations, I suppose. Things that he might have planned but couldn't fit in, he can now do. So there you go, guys. That's just a little look at some of the old stuff from The Art of the Force Awakens. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment or suggestion for an upcoming topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.